Good afternoon, class. Our subject is understanding culture, society, and politics. But before we start, we will be having an activity, a group activity, which is the picture perfect. So the direction is attach the pictures where it belong on the diagram, and then explain briefly. So it's about the society, culture, and politics. Then I assigned you to bring pictures yesterday. So we are going to use it now. Group yourselves into four, and then after counting, find your groups, and I will give you 10 minutes to do the task. Okay, class, we already done a recap. Now it's time to go to the new topic, the bird's eye view of the unit. We have always been fascinated by the lives of great scientists who contributed to the knowledge of the natural world, like Galileo Galilei, who invented the telescope, Nicolaus Copernicus, who popularized the view that the sun is the center of the solar system, Isaac Newton, who discovered gravity, Charles Darwin, who proposed the controversial theory of evolution, and Albert Einstein, who developed the theory of Big Bang to account the beginning of our universe. But we have not yet encountered the eminent social scientists who immensely contributed to our knowledge of how society, culture, and politics work. So, what makes social sciences similar to natural science? Does society exist or only the individuals who compose it? So, lesson 1 in UCSP, the birth and the growth of the social science. Learning objectives. At the end of this lesson, the students are expected to acquire basic knowledge about the origin, growth, and development of the social sciences during the modern period. Next, explore the significant personalities that contributed to the development of the social science. Next, explain the anthropological and sociological perspective in culture, society, and politics. And then the last one is demonstrate curiosity and openness to explore the significance of the social sciences, namely sociology, anthropology, and political science. So this is the historical background of the growth of social science. So science and humanities. So under the science or the fields of science is the pure science, which focuses on theories and prediction. Applied science, which is focuses about the technology or the experiments or the practical application. And for social science, which is the study of societies. Under the humanities is the visual arts, which involves the wide array of media, tools, and processes. The performing arts, which is under the forms of arts, used bodies or inanimate subject like dancing, singing, then religion, which is the belief in God or system of faith and worship. So under the science and humanities are the law, which is the system of rules, then the linguistics, which is relating to languages, and then history, the study of the past. Okay, let's go now to the first topic, which is about anthropology. Okay, so what is the etymological definition of anthropology? So from the Greek word anthropos, meaning man, and logos, meaning study. The essential definition is the branch of knowledge which deals with the scientific study of man, his works, body, behavior, and values within a specific time and space. So when we say anthropology, it's all about the study of humanity, everything and anything that make us human. So anthropology, the study of all aspects of human life and culture. So like for example, the languages, the norms, festivals, rituals and ceremony or holidays, pastimes, foods, and many others. So anthropology examines such as topics, how people live, what they think, what they produce, and how they interact with their environments. Okay, like for example, the um, what are the norms, the cultures of that specific community? So how they interact with each other, the norms that they embrace. So anthropologists try to understand the full range of human diversity as well as all people share in common. So when we see anthropologists, it is the person engaged in the practice of anthropology, social, cultural, philosophical study, the norms and values of societies. Okay, so this is the branches of anthropology. So the first one is the physical, which composed of racial history, paleontology, and human genetics. And then the cultural, which is the ethnography, ethnology, and the social anthropology, archaeology, and linguistic. Okay, so let's start to discuss about the physical and biological. So when we say physical, it is the racial history. So it is composed of biology and the culture. So what do you mean by biology? Okay, so biology is the science that deals with living organisms and their vital processes. And then when you see culture, it is the way of life of groups, people, the way they do things. Like for example, their outlook, attitudes, the values, the morals, goals, customs shared by a society. So the paleontology, the origin of man. Okay, so this is the study. When we say paleontology, so it is the study of the history of life on Earth as based on fossils. So evolution of race. So under the physical is the racial classification, the racial differentiations or human genetics. So when we say racial, it is the story of the idea of race. This is the idea that human species is divided into distinct groups on the basis of inherited physical and behavioral differences. Okay, the next one, the next branches of anthropology is the cultural. So it involves the social heritage and customs. So what is social heritage? So it is the culturally learned like customs, rules, behavior that are constant across generations. So what are the examples of the social heritage like giving gifts on particular occasions, greetings other when we or where when one enters a room or shaking hands. So that would be the social heritage. And then the technology. So since we are the digital natives, we're going to discover, or the anthropologist will discover the advances of technology, the history of the technology. Then economic like community organization, family life. It is what is family life like today? Secret societies like clubs or organization whose activities, events are concealed from non-members. Okay, then the next one is the government, laws, the religions, and the arts. Okay, so the next topic is all about sociology. So ask yourself, who are the people around you? What is their story? How do these stories affect you? So sociology is the scientific study of human social relations or group life. So it's come from the Latin word socius, meaning companion or associate, and Greek word logos, meaning study. It is the study of group, association, society, and social interaction. So sociology is the study of how society has developed, how it is arranged, and how it is functions. So it looks at collective behavior in groups, culture, populations, and overall societies. So it involves human interactions like social relations. So it is the relationship between two or more individuals, the story of people, and events in life. So ways toward each other. So the behavior towards other. The social behavior, so the behavior that influences or is influenced by other members of the same group. Like for example, conversation, shaking hands, exchanging nonverbal signals, and many others. So changes taking place within society. So it is the changes in human interaction and relationships that transform cultural and social institutions. So these are the areas of sociology. So the first one is the social organization. So uh, it is the study of various social institutions. So what is social institutions? The family, the government, economy, education, or religion. The social groups. So this is the social stratification. So when we say social groups, the circle of friends, the fraternities or sororities, local religions, congregations, and many others. The social stratification, so it involves social class, the categorization of its people, the ranking of socioeconomic based on factors like wealth, income, race, education, and power. So the social class, which is the upper class, middle class, and the lower class. So when we say upper class, who are the upper class? So the wealthiest people, the businessman or woman. So like for example, Manny Pacquiao, Henry C, Bill Gates, so and many others. So that are the persons or the individuals who are involved in the upper class. So middle class are the well-educated people such as the doctors, the lawyers, the accountants, and many others. And then who have a good jobs and are not poor. So the lower class is the less educated people with lower incomes, like the owner of the sari-sari store or the scavengers and many others. Okay, so the social mobility, so it is from rags to riches. So like Manny Pacquiao before, he's the construction worker and now he is a millionaire because of his hard work. And also the owner of is okay, so the bureaucracy, ethnic groups and relations. Then the next one is the social psychology. So when we say social psychology, it is the study of human nature as an outcome of group life, social attitudes, collective behavior, and personality formation. So it is the study how the thoughts, feelings, and behavior of individuals are influenced by the actual, imagined, and implied presence of others. Okay, so then the last one is the social changes and disorganization. So it is the study of change in culture. So why culture change? So and social and relations and disruptions that may occur in the society. So the example is based on the pictures, no? It's all about the marriage, the crime scene. So when you see the social change and disorganization, it is the routine activity patterns and measures of social disorganization are associated with temporal change. Okay, the last topic that we are going to tackle, it's all about what have you observed in the picture? Okay, it's all about politics. Okay, so political science, it's a social science concerned chiefly with the description and analysis of political and especially governmental institutions and processes. So it is the ongoing competition between people, usually in groups, to share policy in their favor. So when we say political science, it is the study of the nature, the causes, and the consequence of collective decisions and actions taken by groups of people embedded in cultures and institutions that structure power and authority. So, what is power? So, the power is the ability to influence an outcome, to achieve an objective of the ability to influence, to act in a way contrary to the way he or she would choose to act. So, what are the types of power? The force is power involving physical means. The persuasion is a non-physical power in which the agent using power makes its use of power clear and known to the agent over whom power is exercised. Then the next one is manipulation, is non-physical power in which the agent using power conceals the use of power. Then the last one is the exchange, is the use of power through incentives. So the positive an individual to influence the actions, beliefs, or conduct of others like behavior. It may legitimate, expert, rewarding, informative, creative, and repeat. Now, let's get to work. So you will going to complete your weekly forum, quiz, and journal. And this is your assignment, an essay. So explain the concept of the picture. So this is the perspective view of social sciences. So you will going to write your answer in a one whole sheet of paper. So this is minimum of 200 words and the maximum of 300 words. Okay, so this is the references. And then science knows no country because knowledge belongs to humanity and is the torch which illuminates the world by Louis Pasteur. So thank you for listening. God bless.